Hello everybody, Dat here. Welcome to my Q&A video, where I get to answer questions that I commonly get, and questions that people have asked me through over the years. So I'm gonna do this all in one video. I'm gonna try and mash it all up in one video, and someone submitted a question to me very recently that I will answer at the end of the video, so stay tuned. But here are the common questions if I end up later in working and everything. I'm going to try and keep it short and sweet, so let's go. So how did I get into filming highways, and why did I start the YouTube channel? So for a very long time I've been interested in highways, railroads, transportation in general. So as early age of 5 years old, I always wanted to build highways. This is why I am going to school for civil engineering, and this is why I worked on getting to where I am now. So right now, the real me is in fact studying for a civil engineering degree at a 4-year college out of state. So I got into filming highways because I found there was a whole entire community of YouTubers. And the first group of videos I actually saw was from Screwed Up Click V2, I think. I don't think that's his channel name, but I'm gonna probably flash his channel up on screen. I got into watching his videos and I wanted to do that too. And then I found that there was a whole entire community of people who were interested just as me. This is why I started filming. I wanted to get into filming for a very long time, and when I found these videos at an age of 13, I didn't start filming till I was 17 years old. So that was basically how I started. So how do I make my videos? Well, for a long time I've been video editing. It's pretty obvious on my first video I already knew how to edit signs. Well, that is because I edited in the signs because I knew how to work some elements. Because the year before I started, my high school had a graphics design class in which I took. And at that point, I learned Adobe Illustrator, and I knew the program about in and out, and as in and out as you possibly can from that class. And I used some of those elements, incorporating those graphics design elements within my videos. And then about a year later, I learned Photoshop, and so I also use those elements within my videos when I have to. And you may see that in upcoming videos, and I have used Photoshop and Illustrator in the videos I said I did. And I usually do put it in the description if I did use Photoshop. I use Illustrator in about every video I do. So I learned Premiere by myself. I taught myself how to use Premiere, and through that I edit videos through Adobe Premiere Plus. And very simple program. It gets a little glitchy because my computer isn't very strong, but it works. I'm very happy. Right now I am learning After Effects. I don't think I may use After Effects in a video really, but when I do, I guess I may. I don't really know if I'm going to be using After Effects. I don't think it's really necessary. I think Premiere is all I need. But when I started making videos, I actually practiced on another person's videos. There's a video of someone driving 130 all by themselves. There's no, it's just the car audio and the sound of the car just driving Highway 130. I downloaded that video and I practiced on that video. And I didn't release that edited clip, but back then I was using Pinnacle Studio as a reference, so this is why I already kind of knew what I was doing, because I practiced on that video before I even started filming in the first place. So do you plan on improving your videos in the future? Yes, no doubt, 100% correct. I do want to improve my style of video, and especially I want to get a better camera. I just don't have the money for a better camera. So when I raise the $200 in order to get a much better camera, I can get out of my current dash cam. But right now I'm focused on more editing the videos I already did and getting the videos I'm already working on out. and then I'm gonna buy a new dash camera, and then I'm gonna start filming again. But right now I'm in editing phase. I don't need to film any more videos right now. I just want to finish what I have. What videos would you do again if you could? If I could do a video again, I would completely redo 75. But right now I want to wait until I have a better camera to redo 75, because Highway 75 needs a better camera to film on. 100% I believe that. But I also want to film Houston on a better camera. That's why I've been kind of holding off on Houston, because not only have I not been there in a couple years, but Houston freeways to be as clear picture as possible, so I just don't want to cover Houston right now. What is my least favorite DOT video? I'm gonna have to say Highway 69 through Lake Eufaula, Oklahoma is my least favorite DOT video. And it's mostly because it's boring. I think it's way too fast. I probably should have cut down that video in a couple parts and not use one song. That's just my opinion. What is my favorite DOT video? My favorite DOT video so far has to probably be 35W through Minneapolis. Is my favorite video to edit, because in that case, the filming doesn't look that bad in usually my videos, because I think I was starting to get used to the process of speed ups and turn downs. In the Minneapolis video with 35W, I think in that video I finally sort of perfected it, and everything's just perfect music wise. Not the video quality though, that's not perfect, but I nailed everything timing wise. I think there's nothing else I could have improved on, other than there's a couple nuances to it, like I wanted to put in the county signs, but I didn't know how until recently. So when I redo that video, yes, I would redo that video, but it doesn't look like I'm going to Minnesota anytime soon. If I do redo that video, that's probably not going to be for a very long time. How do you plan your trips to film? So my way of planning trips to film is to look at a map of where I am, figure out what I want to cover, and then try and plan a trip around the places I want to cover. Like, for example, I wanted to cover 114. I accidentally deleted the footage for 114, or newer footage of 114, but there's going to be a film of 114 eventually. And so, but I also wanted to cover 35W in the North Tarrant Express video. So when I did the North Tarrant Express video, I didn't just film North Tarrant Express, but I also filmed 114 and then came back around. So I try and plan my trips where I can loop around and cover about 3 things. That is the way I try and plan, so therefore the trip won't be just worth one video, but is worth as many videos as much as possible. So I can basically have a bunch of videos to work on in the long run. So how do I pick my music? So about a year ago, before a year ago, I picked my music by listening and watching other people's videos and trying to figure out, okay, does this track match my video? But recently I started a new process because I wanted to use other music and mix up the type of music I wanted to use. So what I started doing was I created a Spotify playlist and listened for music all over, and I created a playlist of what I liked and called that playlist songs I plan to use. So this is all on Spotify. I see this list and I pick a song off that list. And my new process for picking songs on this is I look how long the video is. I divide the number by 3 or 4. After converting it out of minutes and seconds, I get a time where it should average. So personally, I like my videos to be 3 times speed to 4 times speed. And by dividing it by 3 or 4, I get sort of a range of how long the song should be. And by doing that, I get the optimal amount of speed, and that's how I kind of pick my songs. Am I willing to collaborate with other road enthusiasts? Yes, I am open to collaborations. I'm always open to collaborations. Anyone can contact me. Trust me, anyone can. I don't really mind. If I want to start filming, what should I start with? So my suggestion is to start with a basic camera and just start filming over and over again, and then get used to the editing program that you are using. Once you get used to the editing program you have, then you can basically start filming, picking places you want, and then constantly improving your videos over time. So I suggest start off with a cheap camera, and then when you get a good audience surrounding you, start improving your work. And that's what I started doing. I also learned my video editor pretty quickly, and I'm willing to learn anything, so this is why I'm constantly working on improving my work. So, what car should I get for filming? This is probably going to be the most controversial opinion I have, but my suggestion is to buy a Prius, or buy a hybrid in general. Now, not a lot of people like the Toyota Prius, and I completely understand why, because it's not the fastest car in the world. But I argue that taking up the hobby of driving just to film highways and roads that you find interesting cost a lot of money just for gas, and cost a lot of money for maintenance on your vehicle as it racks up miles. But Toyota is known for their reliability, and they make very good fuel efficient cars. So if you can pay for less gas and pay for more mileage on the road, that would benefit you. You can film for as long as you want without stopping. And that's why I find it very important that you buy at least a fuel efficient car. Now, I would also suggest buying maybe an electric car too, but right now in this day and age, especially with you filming, I don't suggest that, because some of your trips can last over maybe 200 miles. Like the last time I went on a trip, one of my longest trips took about 130 miles. And when I made 130 miles, that was so far my longest trip. Now, the electric cars don't go, most electric cars that are made today, probably the most popular ones, have a range of about 60 miles. And that's not good. Now, Tesla tends to make longer range ones. I understand that. But I want to wait till their battery range increases until I actually recommend it. Plus, Tesla's not really known for its reliability that much. That much I know. So that's why I suggest the Toyota Prius over an electric car right now. Probably one of the most controversial opinions, but it's not a bad opinion. Just get a fuel efficient car, so then you waste less money just on gas and fulfilling your hobby of filming roads. Any videos I plan on doing? Yes. Especially in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The Dallas-Fort Worth area is constantly growing, it's constantly evolving. That's why I want to film. And one thing I told myself, I don't want to film construction projects while they're doing it, because construction projects can happen so quickly and evolve so fast. And I've learned that with the 183 video. I could not work on that video for like a couple months because they change so fast. There is no reason why you should be filming construction projects. Just wait till they're done and then film it when they're done. So I want to film 183 again. That's a fact. Someone asked me if I was going to redo the 360 video. Yes, I do plan on redoing the 360 video. No doubt, but right now I want to do 360 all the way through again, plus the newly added NTTA toll road at the end of it in Arlington. So I do plan on doing the southern part, but not now at this point. Thank you for your consideration, and thank you for the 200 subscribers. There is a way to support me. I have a Patreon if y'all want to support me there or do all that, because if y'all support me, it will basically increase the amount I gain every month, but it will also kind of increase the possibility that I will be able to buy new cameras, new equipment, and help me motivate me to do these videos more. I still want to do these because DOD is a passion project for me. So yes. Now, one thing I also want to talk about is, one more thing before I leave, is do I just plan on making highway videos? The answer to that question is no. And there's actually a video in mind that will help mix up my formula that I want to do, and I think it's very important that I do. But right now, I don't want to focus on that. I may release this random video later, but right now, my channel is just road video related. So yes, there is a particular video I want to do in mind that has nothing to do with what I'm doing now, but right now I don't want to focus on that. This channel is focused right now on highway videos, but eventually I do want to do something completely different and completely mix up my usual video style and keep evolving with the times. I hope y'all enjoyed this Q&A session, and I hope y'all have a nice day. Remember, you can support me on Patreon, and if you're interested in what I'm doing, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.